Here are the top posts from Today You Learned on the 12th of October 2019. Not preposterous. Till that Chinese newspaper cited The Onion naming the North Korean leader as the sexiest man alive, without realizing it was a joke.
Popcorn revolution. The Onion in question made reference to the newspaper article and jokingly suggested that the People's Daily was a subsidiary of The Onion.
Misspelled username. A Ted the Onion much.
Reverse woe. True facts. He's the sexiest North Korean dictator there ever was. He's the most eligible bachelor in North Korea. Email Rob. Till Chick-fil-A makes more per restaurant than McDonald's, Starbucks and Subway combined, and it's closed on Sundays. Monocle Q top hat ESQ. Part of the reason is that Chick-fil-A has not saturated the market with its restaurants. There are so many McDonald's, Starbucks, and Subways that they end up competing with themselves. Chick-fil-A equals 2,363 franchises. McDonald's equals 37,855 franchises. Starbucks equals 28,218 franchises. Subway equals 42,000 franchises.
Motoxkid. Starbucks line is long because it takes them 5 minutes to make a drink. Chick-fil-A line is long because the entire town is going there for lunch. Edit. They aren't open Sundays because they can't handle the after-church crowd. Edit 2. Edit 1 was a joke.
Isons. IMO. It is because most people still value customer service. Chick-fil-A hires better employees. The rest hire mouth breathers that fail study hall.
Enki 42. Till France has a law allowing colleagues to give days off for parents of seriously ill children.
Din 7. So instead of the actual companies giving time off, other employees have to give their personal days to the affected individuals.
Glugo. Most places I've worked at allow this. I live here in the US.
Enki 42. One parliamentarian was inspired to present the bill after employees of the Mineral Water Company Badwa banded together in 2010 to support a colleague whose 11-year-old son had been diagnosed with cancer, so that the father could be with the child throughout treatment. Employees anonymously donated leave days or overtime hours. A total of 170 hours were collected and credited to the employee, who was able to take leave and still be paid. The aim of the legislation inspired by this event was to allow parents to give their full attention to a seriously ill child without giving up pay. It was not a legal thing when this happened, and France legislated to make it possible moving forward.
Rob with 1B. C.S. Lewis nominated J.R.R. Tolkien for the 1961 Nobel Prize for Literature. He was rejected on the grounds that his writing has not in any way measured up to storytelling of the highest quality.
Farkarisme. Fun fact: C.S. Lewis was the inspiration for the character Treebeard down to the speaking pattern. Source: The Two Towers extended version commentary, I think. Band of the Red Hand 17. This comment section is full of haters. The late great J.R.R.T. birthed the fantasy genre as we know it. Game of Thrones, Wheel of Time, Shannara, and dozens of lesser-known fantasy series were heavily influenced by the world-building Tolkien gave us through the strength of his storytelling and ability to enrapture his readers with tales from a fantasy world that is without rival.
Africa versus NASA. People judging Tolkien purely based on his prose are missing a large point of what his literature was and why he was special. Tolkien's creations were unique and worthwhile in that they were carefully crafted reactions not to modern literature but mythology in general. Tolkien saw mythology and language as inherently linked. Being a philologist mainly specializing in Beowulf, of course, he sought to bypass history and deliberately create an equivalent modern myth, as well as the fundamental languages that underpinned it. Tolkien didn't just write a story. He invented the metaphorical typewriter he drafted it on.
Tapioca Tuesday. Till Charles Dickens' stories were often published in a series with cliffhanger endings. When a ship arrived in New York Harbor carrying the next installment of the Old Curiosity Shop, Dickens fans crowded on the dock screaming, "Is Little Nell dead?"
Io son Carliffe. The Harry Potter of that time.
Complete entry. Spoiler alert 1841. Little Nell hella dead.
Lexham. Narrator he was. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.